श्रियनता मधुसूदना पद्मनाभ नारायण श्रियनता मधुसूदन मधुसूदन पद्मनाभ नारायण श्रियनता मधुसूदन पद्मनाभ नारायण जगद्व्यापका जनार्दना आनन्दघना अविनाश श्रियनता मधुसूदना पद्मनाभ नारायण सगळ देवादिदेवा सगळ देवादिदेवा सगळ देवादिदेवा सगळ देवादिदेवा कृपाळु बाजी केशवा कृपाळु 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 बाजी केशवा महानंद महानुभाव महानंद महानुभाव महानंद महानुभाव जगद्व्यापका जनार्दना आनन्दघना अविनाश श्रियनता मधुसूदना पद्मनाभ नारायण चक्रधरा विश्वंभरा चक्रधरा विश्वंभरा गरुडध्वजा करुणाकरा चक्रधरा विश्वंभरा गरुडध्वजा करुणाकरा सहस्रपाद सहस्रकरा सहस्रपाद सहस्रकरा क्षीरसागर शेषशयना क्षीरसागर शेषशयना जगद्व्यापका जनार्दना आनन्दघना अविनाश श्रियनता मधुसूदना श्रीनिवासाय ते नमः श्रीनिवासाय ते नमः ನಾನೇನ ಮಾಡಿದೆನೋ ರಂಗಯ್ಯ ರಂಗ ನೀಯನ್ನ ಕಾಯಬೇಕು. ನಾನೇನ ಮಾಡಿದೆನೋ ರಂಗಯ್ಯ ರಂಗ ನೀಯನ್ನ ಕಾಯಬೇಕು. ಮಾನಭಿಮಾನವು ನಿನ್ನದು ಎನಗೇನೋ ಮಾನಭಿಮಾನ ನಿನ್ನದು ಎನಗೇನೋ ದೀನ ರಕ್ಷಕ ತಿರುಪತಿಯ ವೆಂಕಟರಮಣ ನಾನೇನ ಮಾಡಿದೆನೋ ರಂಗಯ್ಯ ರಂಗ ನೀಯನ್ನ ಕಾಯಬೇಕು. ರಕ್ಕಸ ಸೂದನನೆ ಕೇಳು ರಕ್ಕಸ ಸೂದನನೆ ಕೇಳು ರಕ್ಕಸ ಸೂದನನೆ ಕೇಳು ಧ್ರುವರಾಯ ಚಿಕ್ಕವನಲ್ಲವೇನು ರಕ್ಕಸ ಸೂದನನೆ ಕೇಳು ಧ್ರುವರಾಯ ಚಿಕ್ಕವನಲ್ಲವೇನು ಉಕ್ಕಿ ಬರುವ ಕರ್ಮ ಮಾಡಿದ ಜಮೀರ ಉಕ್ಕಿ ಬರುವ ಕರ್ಮ ಮಾಡಿದ ಜಮೀರ ನಿನ್ನಕ್ಕನ ಮಗನೇನು ನಾನೇನ ಮಾಡಿದೆನೋ ರಂಗಯ್ಯ ರಂಗ ನೀಯನ್ನ ಕಾಯಬೇಕು. ನೀಯನ್ನ ಕಾಯಬೇಕು. ಮುಪ್ಪಿಡಿ ಅವಲಕ್ಕಿಯ ತಂದವನಿಗೆ ಒಪ್ಪುವಂತೆ ಕೊಡಲಿಲ್ಲವೇನೋ ಮುಪ್ಪಿಡಿ ಅವಲಕ್ಕಿಯ ತಂದವನಿಗೆ ಒಪ್ಪುವಂತೆ ಕೊಡಲಿಲ್ಲವೇನೋ ಸರ್ಪಶಯನ ಶ್ರೀ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲ 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 ಸರ್ಪಶಯನ ಶ್ರೀ ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲ ಅಪ್ರಮೇಯ ಕಾಯೋ ನಾನೇನ ಮಾಡಿದೆನೋ ರಂಗಯ್ಯ ರಂಗ ನೀಯನ್ನ ಕಾಯಬೇಕು. ನೀಯನ್ನ ಕಾಯಬೇಕು. ಮಾನಭಿಮಾನವು ನಿನ್ನದು ಎನಗೇನೋ ಮಾನಭಿಮಾನವು ನಿನ್ನದು ಎನಗೇನೋ ದೀನ ರಕ್ಷಕ ತಿರುಪತಿಯ ವೆಂಕಟರಮಣ ನಾನೇನ ಮಾಡಿದೆನೋ ರಂಗಯ್ಯ ರಂಗ ನೀಯನ್ನ ಕಾಯಬೇಕು. ನೀಯನ್ನ ಕಾಯಬೇಕು. ನೀಯನ್ನ ಕಾಯಬೇಕು. शारदाम्बे दयानिधे शारदाम्बे दयानिधे शारदाम्बे दयानिधे पालिसे नी करुणदी शारदाम्बे दयानिधे पालिसे नी करुणदी ರಾಮ 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 ಸೀತಾ ರಾಮ ಎನ್ನಿರೋ. ರಾಮ 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 ಸೀತಾ ರಾಮ ಎನ್ನಿರೋ. ರಾಮ 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 ಸೀತಾ ರಾಮ ಎನ್ನಿರೋ. ರಾಮ 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 ಜಯ ಜಯ ರಾಮ. 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 ರಾಮ 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 ಸೀತಾ ರಾಮ ಎನ್ನಿರೋ. ರಾಮ 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 ಸೀತಾ ರಾಮ ಎನ್ನಿರೋ. ಭರದಿಯವನ ಭಟರು ಬಂದು, ಭರದಿಯವನ ಭಟರು ಬಂದು, ಭರದಿಯವನ ಭಟರು ಬಂದು ಹೊರಡು ಎಂದು ಮೆಟ್ಟಿ ತುಳಿದು. ಭರದಿಯವನ ಭಟರು ಬಂದು ಹೊರಡು ಎಂದು ಮೆಟ್ಟಿ ತುಳಿದು. ಕೊರಳಿಗಾತ್ಮ ಸೇರಿದಾಗ, ಕೊರಳಿಗಾತ್ಮ ಸೇರಿದಾಗ ಹರಿಯ ನಾಮ ಬಾರದಯ್ಯ. ರಾಮ 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 ಸೀತಾ ರಾಮ ಎನ್ನಿರೋ. ರಾಮ 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 ಸೀತಾ ರಾಮ ಎನ್ನಿರೋ. ರಾಮ 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 ಜಯ ಜಯ ರಾಮ. 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 ಶೃಂಗಾರದ ದೇಹವೆಲ್ಲ ಅಂಗ ಬಡಿದು ಮುರಿದು ಬಿತ್ತು. ಅಂಗು ಬಡಿದು ಮುರಿದು ಬಿತ್ತು. ಕಂಗಳಿಗಾತ್ಮ ಸೇರಿದಾಗ ಆ ಶೃಂಗಾರದ ದೇಹವೆಲ್ಲ ಅಂಗ ಬಡಿದು ಮುರಿದು ಬಿತ್ತು. ಕಂಗಳಿಗಾತ್ಮ ಸೇರಿದಾಗ, ಕಂಗಳಿಗಾತ್ಮ ಸೇರಿದಾಗ ಹರಿಯ ನಾಮ ಒದಗದಯ್ಯ. ರಾಮ 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 ಸೀತಾ ರಾಮ ಎನ್ನಿರೋ. ರಾಮ 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 ಸೀತಾ ರಾಮ ಎನ್ನಿರೋ. ರಾಮ 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 ಸೀತಾ ರಾಮ ಎನ್ನಿರೋ. ರಾಮ ರಾಮ ಜಯ ಜಯ ರಾಮ. 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 ರಾಮ ರಾಮ ಜಯ ಜಯ
I take this opportunity to thank Mr. Gurumurthy Vaidya and his team for the prayers offered to the eternal soul. Om Shanti. Respected members of our institution, teachers, family members, and honored guests, we are gathered here today with profound grief to remember and honor our beloved Joint Secretary, Dr. Natasha Sagar, whose untimely departure has left us all heartbroken. The entire institution is here for the Shraddhanjali Sabha, a gathering of respect, remembrance, and prayer. Before we begin, I request everyone to please stand and observe a minute of silence for the peace of the departed soul. Thank you, and you may all be seated, please. Our joint secretary was young, devoted, and full of promise. Her commitment to education, her warmth towards the students, and her tireless service left an indelible mark on this institution. Let's view the film that highlights Dr. Natasha Sagar's personal and professional journey.
I do want to leave you with one last lesson. Hi, my name is Natasha and I'm one of the founders of TAP. The answer to be happy is to be very wealthy. Very simple. To be happy, you have to be wealthy. When we look at wealth here, we think of financial wealth. In reality, there are about 4 different subcategories of wealth. Financial wealth is very, very important. Anybody who says money is not important is either a saint or a very, very rich person who wants the world to think they're a saint. We want to make mental health care as accessible and as stigma-free as possible. We believe that even one life lost due to a mental health care crisis is one life too many. The next type of wealth that you should look to amass is social wealth. Spend time with family. We have a lot of time with them. Like, yeah, you know what, I'll spend time with my parents a little later. Time is very, very limited. So when you do have access to these, like these wealths of knowledge, spend quality time with them. One thing that, all of us tend to very easily overlook is our friends. Treasure the relationships that you have around you. They will help you in your bad times and they will help you in your good times. The next form of wealth is time. You have to strive to be the masters of your own time. There is no point in being the richest person on the planet if you don't have the freedom to spend the time the way you want to do it. And finally, the most important thing that we tend to take for granted is the wealth of health. Today I realize that absolutely nothing in this world is worth compromising your physical or mental well-being. Absolutely nothing. So make sure that when you are looking at amassing wealth, you amass the right kind of wealth. Don't focus on one at the expense of the other. I'm very, very excited to see how you all go out and change the world.
Today, we pray for the Atma, soul, to attain Sadgati, a peaceful journey towards light and liberation. I now request Dr. D. Premachanda Sagar, Vice Chairman DSI and Pro-Chancellor Dayanand Sagar University to please offer the homage as we honor the departed soul.
Good morning. I stand before you to present an eulogy for my beloved niece, Dr. Natasha Sagar. Dear friends, colleagues, and beloved family members, we gather today with hearts that are heavy, yet full, to honor and celebrate the luminous life of my niece, Dr. Natasha Sagar, Joint Secretary of Dayanand Sagar Institutions. At just 36, illness took her from our sight on 18th November 2025. But nothing can take her from our hearts or from the story of this institution and our family. Some lives are short in years, but vast in meaning. Natasha's life was one of those. Natasha was, in every sense, a woman of substance. She combined grace with grit, intellect with empathy, ambition with humility. Long before she entered boardrooms and campuses, she was conquering tracks and fields. As a young athlete, she won 18 national medals at the Junior Nationals and 2 international medals. These were not just trophies, but testaments to her discipline, courage, and relentless pursuit of excellence. Champions are not defined by the podium, but by the refusal to stop trying. Natasha carried that spirit into everything she did. Her quest for knowledge took her across continents. She pursued her business studies at Arizona State University in Phoenix, United States of America, where she graduated summa cum laude, excelling in both academics and leadership. She then went on to IES in Madrid, Spain, to complete her master's in business studies, adding global insight to her already sharp mind. Returning to India, she chose yet another challenge, a master's in law, followed by a PhD. Learning was her favorite way of loving the world, and in every classroom she entered, she left it richer. But Natasha was not content merely to study the world. She wanted to shape it. With a true entrepreneurial spirit, she established T&N Collections, a fashion brand that dared to dream on a global scale. From sketches and ideas grew collection that walked the runways of Paris Fashion Week and New York Fashion Week. This was not just fashion. It was her way of telling young women, your dreams have passports, let them travel. Even more remarkable was the way her brilliance always had compassion at its core. Her most recent and path-breaking work, TAP, a mental wellness application focused on work-life balance. It was born of her deep concern for the quiet struggles of modern life. She understood that success without well-being is a hollow victory. Through TAP, she offered tools for balance and care, a hand extended to countless people she would never meet. She turned her intelligence into kindness and her success into service. As Joint Secretary of Natsha Sagar Institutions, Natasha brought this same blend of vision and humanity into our halls. She championed holistic education where sport, scholarship, innovation, and mental wellness stood side by side. She believed our students should not only pass exams, but also discover purpose. Her door was open, her mind alert, and her heart attentive to the anxieties and aspirations of the young. Many here will remember her not just as an administrator, but as a mentor, a sister, a friend. For me, the loss is also deeply personal. I did not know her only as a brilliant professional, but as my niece, a child I watched grow into an extraordinary woman. I will remember her laughter, her optimism, the way she would walk into a room and somehow make everyone feel that they mattered. There are people whose presence feels like sunlight even after sunset. We can still feel their warmth. Natasha was that sunlight for us. Her illness, cruel as it was, could not dim her spirit. She faced it with a quiet courage. that humbled all of us. Even in pain, she thought of others, of students, of her team, of family. She reminded us, not in words, but in example, that life should be measured not by its length, but by its depth. Today, as Vice Chairman, I speak on behalf of the entire Natsha Sagar institution community when I say, we are profoundly grateful that Natasha walked amongst us. She has left us a legacy of excellence in sport, scholarship in academia, daring in entrepreneurship, and compassion in service. As Vice Chairman of Natsha Sagar Institutions, I also give you this assurance. Natasha's vision will not fade. We will strive to immortalize her in the very fabric of this institution, in our policies, our programs, and our priorities. We will carry forward her unfinished agenda of promoting harmony. Harmony between work and life, between ambition and well-being, between innovation and inclusiveness. In our campuses, in our classrooms, and in our community initiatives, her commitment to mental wellness, empathy, and unity will continue to guide us. Let us honor her not only with our tears, but with our actions. Let us run our races with her determination. Pursue our studies with her dedication. Dream our ventures with her courage. And care for one another with her tenderness. To remember the departed is to continue their unfinished work in the world. In doing so, we keep Natasha alive in the lives she continues to touch. Farewell, dear Natasha. You are a rare and radiant soul. You leave behind broken hearts, but also stronger spirits. May your journey onward be as bright as the light you left behind, and may we be worthy of the gift of your example. And so we leave you not in silence, but in song. Like dawn that leaves a blush of light, like dawn that leaves a blush of light, you walked our days, then slipped from sight. You walked our days, then slipped from sight. Yet, in each life, your kindness warmed. Yet, in each life, your kindness warmed. Your gentle, steadfast courage formed. Your gentle, steadfast courage formed. You live wherever hearts chose grace. You live wherever hearts chose grace. In every smile, we see your face. In every smile, we see your face. Thank you.
Thank you for your heartfelt words, sir. We now have the message from Mrs. Natasha Sagar, the trustee, MGVP Trust, and Joint Secretary, DSI. Let's watch the video.
What do I say about Dr. Natasha Sagar? I mean, I have a million things that I could say. A million. But never in 100 years did I ever imagine that I would be speaking at my sister's memorial in 2025 at the age of 36. Impossible. We were supposed to grow old together, she and I. And I was not meant to see her fight an illness that tested her resilience that she so bravely fought. No. We were meant to fight the world together. She and I. We made grand plans to dominate the globe. Akka, come on, let's do this, she said. And I will do it. The only difference is, this time, instead of being by my side, she will be watching over me. And together, Natasha, we will still take over the world. I will continue to build what we had planned and not stop. I will not slow down. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I give you Natasha, the person behind the magnificent persona. Some souls live quietly, and some arrive like a force of nature. Natasha was with the latter. From the beginning, there was a spark in her that couldn't be contained. A restlessness, a mischief, a hunger for more. She didn't move through the world softly. She lit it up. Before the world was awake, she already was. Training in the dark, repeating what was hard. Becoming what only discipline could shape. She was resilient, she was fire. She belonged to more than one world and never asked permission to move between them. One season at Paris Fashion Week and another winning awards for good. Mornings spent reading markets and balance sheets, and afternoons barefoot by the pool, lemonade in hand. She had mastered the art of time. She didn't wait for lineage. She carved a name for herself. When you are around her, what stayed with you wasn't noise. It was stillness. The way she listened, the way she embraced the roles of sister, daughter, and aunt. She didn't ask for attention. She commanded it. She was vivacious, she was bold, she was unapologetic. And that's how she approached life. Some people are remembered for what they built. But Natasha will be remembered for what she has set in motion. Hundreds of thousands of lives have been impacted by her, and millions more are yet to come. She did not just leave behind a legacy, she left behind a lifeline. Natasha, love, laugh, live life in light with lots of love.
I now request Mr. Natsha Sagar, Joint Secretary, DSI, to share a few words of tribute and remembrance.
Ladies and gentlemen, there are people who leave memories, and then there are people who leave footprints. But once in a century, someone arrives who leaves a shockwave. Someone whose spirit is so fierce, so bright, so impossible to contain, that even the universe pauses to watch. That person was my sister. That person is Natasha Sagar. And today, I do not stand here to say goodbye to her. I stand here to honor the legend she carved into this world with her bare hands and her blazing heart. Natasha didn't live life. She dominated it. She didn't enter rooms. She took over rooms. She didn't laugh. She set the air on fire. She didn't love quietly. She loved intensely, relentlessly, like loyalty was her superpower. Natasha lived on a scale most people aren't brave enough to try. She wasn't built for average. She wasn't built for the ordinary. She wasn't built for limits. She was built for the epic. And she dragged me joyfully, forcefully into that epic world. Scuba diving, skydiving, canyoneering between canyon walls painted by time, trekking across the frozen Chadar, where the air itself felt sacred, or cave diving in Oman, with the darkness wrapped around us like an ocean, or running through the red canyons in Utah and in Arizona as if we owned them. And then the Himalayas, whitewater rafting with waves exploding like liquid mountains. Natasha demanded a front seat. I yelled, "Akka, I don't think we're going to make it." And she, laughing like the universe belonged to her, shouted back, "Relax. This is what living feels like." That was her. She didn't seek adrenaline, she generated it. She didn't search for courage, she created it. She didn't chase adventure, she was the adventure. To the world, she was extraordinary. To me, she was everything. My sister, my hero, my partner in madness, my partner in crime, my fiercest protector, my sharpest mirror, my safest place, my loudest cheerleader, my best friend in the entire universe. She knew my soul better than I did. She could read my silences, decode my moods, finish my sentences, and catch my lies even before I said them. If I ever stood strong, it was because she stood behind me. If I ever felt brave, it was because she put the bravery there. Her absence is not a void, it is a cosmic shift. It feels like the universe lost gravity for a moment. It feels like the air learned to ache. It feels like time forgot how to move. But Natasha's story doesn't end in silence or sadness. Her story is far louder than loss. Her story is built of fire, of courage, of laughter that refused to be small. She lives on not as memory, but as a force. In every person she touched, in every moment she transformed, in every life made brighter and stronger. Her legacy is not death. Her legacy is impact. Her legacy is courage. Her legacy is joy. Her legacy is the way she made us feel alive. Natasha lived more in her years than most people live in 10 lifetimes. She was not a chapter. She was an entire book, written in bold ink with no apologies, no hesitations, and no regrets. Natasha, my sister, my compass, my adventure, my heartbeat, my best friend in the universe, you are not gone. You are simply ahead of us, lighting the path, as you always did. And one day, in a time far from now, the universe will bring me to you again. I will run like the younger brother I've always been into your arms. And you will roll your eyes, smirk, and say the words only you could say so perfectly. Finally, Nishan, what took you so long, man? Until then, I promise you this. I will live boldly, live loudly, live courageously, live beautifully the way you taught me, the way you lived, the way only you could. Ladies and gentlemen, if Natasha ever changed you, ever moved you, ever inspired you, ever lifted you, ever made you dream bigger, ever made you braver, then I ask you now, not as a brother, but as someone who witnessed her greatness firsthand, please rise and stand with me. Stand for her, stand for life that was larger than life itself. Please rise for the unforgettable, the unstoppable Natasha Sagar. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Let's take a look at the Happiness Project video, a dream come true project of Dr. Natasha.
Every moment starts with one person, one question, and a deep desire to make the world a little kinder. This is the journey of Dr. Natasha Sagar, the founder, the heart, and the driving force behind the Happiness Project, widely known as TAP. Before TAP existed, before the app, the sessions, the team, there was just one thought in Ms. Sagar's mind. Why is mental health support still so expensive, so inaccessible, and so filled with stigma in India? So what inspired her to start TAP?
My co-founder Natasha and I were shocked to learn about a student who committed suicide despite having access to on-campus counseling centers. We investigated this a little bit and we found out that the students in general did not even want to be seen near these counseling centers simply because of the huge stigma associated with seeking help for mental health care. This really got a conversation started between, Natasha and me, and we started talking to a lot of other people about, the stigma that they perceive to be associated with mental health care. We realized that this issue was not just, plaguing the student community, but it was prevalent in all sections of society, especially in a country like India. So we realized that the best way to solve this issue would be to provide a digital solution, and that's how TAP was born. TAP is basically a safe space for people to come in and access high quality mental health care resources and access some of the most qualified professionals in the mental health care industry, all from the comfort of your home. We want to make mental health care as accessible and as stigma free as possible. We believe that even one life lost due to a mental health care crisis is one life too many.
And from that vision, TAP was born, India's first premier mental wellness app offering quality expert therapy at just 75 rupees per session. Not just for students, but a national movement across all ages and demographies. What started as a small initiative has quickly grown into a massive national movement for accessible, stigma-free mental health care. Today, in 2 short years, TAP has touched over 300,000 lives across India with a rapidly growing user base. Under Ms. Sagar's leadership, TAP witnessed rapid and meaningful growth in culturally sensitive support, evidence-based therapy, and affordability. TAP's impact stretches across the country, across 10 languages, states and cities, and these numbers are growing. Top cities in India using TAP are Bangalore, New Delhi, Mumbai, Hyderabad, Pune, and Chennai, with a couple more cities following. TAP has collaborated with universities, healthcare institutions, and social sector partners to reach young people and underserved communities. TAP built its foundation in the education sector even before government guidelines made mental health support mandatory on campus. This speaks volumes about Ms. Sagar's foresight into the mental health landscape in India.
Indians, we seem to have a bit of a problem with happiness. A recent ranking by the UN says that India is ranked 126 out of 140 countries. Now, happiness and mental health conditions are inversely related. The stronger your mental health condition is, the less happy you are. So there's a bit of an inverse relationship with that. Now, a big misconception about happiness is that you have little control over it and it's something that just happens to you. Couldn't be further from the truth. In reality, happiness is actually a skill that you can learn, and that's exactly what we do at TAP. TAP is a wellness app that teaches users how to be and stay happy. We empower users with the skills to manage their unpleasant emotions and elevate their overall well-being and be happier people. More specifically, we are an app-based solution that helps users unlock their happiness by providing science-backed synthetic happiness tools and self-diagnostic tests that help users understand why they feel the way they do and offer possible customized solutions to feel better.
TAP's work has been featured in leading platforms across the country and also leading publications. Recently, TAP has won the coveted Best App for Good and Google's User's Choice app, cementing its popularity in the mental health space. So what's next at the Happiness Project? Introducing TAP Bio. Your body holds the data. We turn it into a blueprint for mental health care. TAP Bio is a first of its kind mental health platform that combines biomarker testing, AI insights, and expert support to create personalized care plans. Whether you're struggling with anxiety, burnout, or just feeling off, we help you understand what's going on under the surface and guide you toward data-backed healing. A quick glimpse into the events at TAP.
I was expecting more of a speaker session or something like that, but when I walked in I was kind of taken aback because it was like an open floor, a bunch of activities laid out.
Got some new exposure here. I felt very happy. While painting, I collected from my childhood memories also. It came
writing down emotions that helped me
to know more about me, basically. We don't get time to talk to ourselves. Today I got to talk to me, to my future self as well as my present self. First it opened me up a bit, and then I followed it up with a mock therapy session, which was amazing actually, because that was my first therapy session, and it felt good.
It was very fun to have these sessions.
It was a nice session. And then the couple of games that we played here, which was fun. I'm still looking forward to a couple of more activities.
But behind all the impact and numbers, there's another side to Miss Sagar. A fun, warm, playful, deeply human person who laughs easily and who brings joy into the smallest moments. That is the kind of person Miss Natasha Sagar is. In an organization rooted in mental health, her energy has been the biggest source of motivation. Miss Sagar's vision for the Happiness Project isn't just about therapy. It's about creating a system where mental health becomes a part of everyday life in homes, colleges, corporates, and communities. Her dream was simple yet powerful: to build an India where no one struggles alone, where help is affordable, accessible, and available at the tap of a button, where mental wellness becomes a culture, not a privilege. And the Happiness Project was her way of creating that future. Today, the journey continues. We, the TAP team, the community, and everyone touched by this mission are committed to carrying forward her work, her vision, and her dream. We promise to take TAP forward with the same intention, dedication, and hope with which it was built. TAP is more than just a company, more than an app, more than therapy sessions. This is a movement built by one woman's vision, carried forward by a passionate team, and supported by hundreds of thousands of people across India.
I now invite Dr. D. Hemachandra Sagar, Chairman DSI and Chancellor Dayanand Sagar University, to offer tribute to the departed soul.
Relatives, friends, and staff members of Dayanand Sagar institutions and university. As a father, I have lost my daughter, but not her dreams. I need to carry forward her dreams. One of the things which she ever told me was, love life and live. Death is not a defeat. It is a determination, defend and development. Hope the next generation carries it. God bless the next generation to carry forward the vision of her grandfather, Mr. Dayanand Sagar, and her mission in life. We all come in life born through parents by accident, but the soul comes in a different way. Some souls are gifted, some are not. One of the gifted soul was my daughter. But I don't feel that she's gone away from me. I always feel that she's not seen by me now, physically. But she was so strong, or almost the intellect at home. For the entire family, she was a bold rock. She used to say, let's do it, whatever it is. Let's fight it and let's win it. And these were her strong words sometimes when I used to feel, what is this? She used to say, fight it. Don't leave it. It is for you. If you don't do it, you have lost something which you could do. And I feel the tributes given by my brother to her and my son Nishan and all of you, I thankfully respect all of you to be here, to be a part of my family, to convey the homage and tribute to my dear daughter. Thank you.
As we conclude this Shraddhanjali Sabha, let us remember that the soul is eternal, only the body perishes, but the Atma journeys onwards towards peace and light. May we honor Dr. Natasha Ma'am's memory by upholding her values, dedication, compassion, and service to education. On behalf of the institution, I thank all of you for being here today to honor and remember a life that has touched so many. Let us carry forward the values and spirit that our Joint Secretary lived by: dedication, humility, kindness, and service. Her legacy lives on in the memories we hold and in the work we continue. May the departed soul attain peace. May the family find the strength. And may we continue to support each other during this difficult time. Om Shanti. I now request few family members and friends to share the message of remembrance. I request Dr. Vidyamani to share her memories.
Dear friends, unlike many of you present in the hall today who have known Natasha since her childhood, I had the privilege of meeting her only 3 to 4 times. Despite these brief interactions, I gauged that she was a warm, gracious, and a driven personality. I need not go deep into her illustrious pedigree, starting from her great-grandfather, Sri Marinanjundappa, her grandparents, Mr. Dayanand Sagar and Dr. Chandrama Sagar, and her loving parents, since their accomplishments are well known to us all. I like to mention here too that they were all my father, Mr. N. Boraya's dear friends and close friends. I'm sure he shares the grief from the heavens. It is a great gift in our country and society when one is born into wealth, privilege, and having received the best education for an individual to be grounded, empathetic, and responsible. What stood out was her desire to to be seen as an individual, celebrated for her self-reliance, hard work, and on her own merits, rather than leaning on an illustrious family name. Her accomplishments in sports, fashion design, and administration clearly point towards what would have been a stellar career and life. I hear from colleagues and well-wishers that from the start of the diagnosis of her illness till the end, she displayed great courage, fortitude, and optimism. All hallmarks of a great human being. I share your grief in her passing and think that we can best save her memory by working and living as she had. In the words of Maya Angelou, great souls serve everyone all the time. A great soul never dies. It brings us together again and again. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Doctor. I request Ms. Namrata to speak few words.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Natasha's cousin. I'm speaking on behalf of all my cousins and family. Natasha's close family called her Nikki, and the cousins called her Nikki Akka. Natasha and the cousins shared a truly beautiful bond. Growing up, we didn't just look up to her. We copied everything she did. She set the standard for all of us without even realizing it. She was incredible at sports. I still remember going to her sports day, and by the end of every event during the prize distribution ceremony, her teachers would pretty much tell her, "Natasha, just stay on stage. We're going to keep calling your name anyway." At one point, it genuinely felt like she had permanent residency up there. Meanwhile, the rest of us were in the crowd like proud cheerleaders, thinking, "Yep, that's our cousin." And it wasn't just her own house cheering for her. Every house cheered for her. That was the kind of impact she had. When Natasha won, somehow everyone felt like they won too. But beyond the medals and achievements, what I loved most about her was her mind. She had this incredible, unique way of looking at life. We could talk for hours about purpose, the future, the world. She always pushed me to think deeper and dream bigger. She had the warmest presence. Natasha was kind, thoughtful, and had this effortless ability to make people feel comfortable. Her smile and energy could light up a room and calm it at the same time. And the thing that inspired me the most was that her ideas never stayed just ideas. She made them real. One of those ideas became THAP, the Happiness Project, a mental health app she created because she genuinely believed mental well-being mattered as much as physical health. And she lived by that belief every day. Even with her busy career, she always made time for the people she loved, her friends, her family, her cousins. She traveled the world, collected incredible stories, and shared them with us. We were always in awe, not just of the places she went, but of the way she carried herself through life. Curious, brave, and full of heart. She left a legacy in her kindness, her courage, her ideas, her laughter, and the way she made every single person feel seen. She left a blueprint for how to live fully, love deeply, and lift others up. And even though she's not here physically, the world she touched is still moving because of her. TAP continues, her value continues, her impact continues. And all of us who loved her carry a piece of her heart forward. And I know this. Nikiaka will continue to inspire me in every chapter of my life, not just because of the memories we shared, but because of the kind of person she was, someone who made the world a little brighter just by being in it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Namrata. I request Ms. Divya to share her memories.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Dia Chengapa, and I am one of Natasha Sagar's cousins. Today, I will be speaking on behalf of Sir V.R. Bidu, the athletics coach of Natasha Sagar. While we all grieve the loss of Natasha, I would like to celebrate the life she lived and inspired. I met Natasha as a 13-year-old girl from Baldwin's Girls High School, full of energy, friendly, and with great potential to achieve the highest accolades in athletics. My assessment was proven right in a span of 5 years when she won 13 medals in the National Junior Athletics Championships, involving events like the 100 meters hurdles, long jump, triple jump, and combined events. She represented India in the 100-meter hurdles event in the Grand Prix Athletics Championship, held in Bangalore in 2008. I have never seen Natasha say no to hard work and was extremely dedicated and focused in achieving the best for her and her team. She was a role model for her teammates and junior athletes. I have fond memories of training Natasha and always have a special place in my heart for her among the lakhs of athletes I have trained in the last 50 years. She never forgot my birthday and would always make it a point to wish me all these years. You will be missed, Natasha. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Divya. I now request Dr. Lata Venkatram to share a few words.
I would like to read out a message sent by COO Mrs. Sudha Kamalnath from Sagar Chandra Hospital. She says, I have known Natasha for almost 24 years now. As a young girl, she was vibrant, bubbly, chirpy, and very active. She wanted to achieve a lot. At that time, her focus was mainly sports, and she achieved a lot. She was a brilliant girl and was very good academically also. She grew up to be a very strong, loving, caring, and affectionate person. She had a unique style, very simple, yet stylish. She carried herself very gracefully. She was a voracious reader, well-read, and highly qualified, yet she remained wonderfully down to earth. She treated everyone with dignity and respect, never looked down upon anybody, and this is the manifestation of true sense of love. Natasha had absolutely no airs about herself. She was genuinely friendly. Overall, she was a lovely person, always with a smile on her face, and that is etched in my memory. Her smile was infectious, and I would like to say a few words now. Her smile was infectious. Though I had met her Only a couple of times she has remained in my memory with that beautiful smile. On behalf of all the doctors of Sagar Chandra Hospital, we would like to place our deepest heartfelt condolences to the family of Natasha, especially her parents who have borne this pain, unbearable pain, with great strength and courage. We truly adore and respect you, sir. We cannot imagine how hard it is for them to lose a daughter so accomplished, so smart, so beautiful, so kind, and a girl full of love and energy. We know that she didn't lead a full life, but her life was full. I'm sure you would all agree that we have witnessed that fullness of her living, and we will celebrate it, and we continue to celebrate it in her memory. She would have contributed to the society in a very big way, like all the others in her family, but she will continue to do that. As her father said, may not be her body is here for us to visualize, but in our minds, she is always there. It humbles us as doctors to say that there are diseases which are much beyond the treatment and control. We are many times faced with these decisions or attempts beyond science. We sympathize deeply with the pains that Natasha and her family went through with the disease she had. Though very young, she was matured to battle with the disease and also encouraged others to carry on with their activities without any interruption. Great, great indeed. I'm sure all of us will have a special place in our hearts for her, and the Lord will have a very special place for her. Let the Lord provide the family the strength to cope with this loss, and prayers for them to find solace. Thank you. Hari Om.
Thank you, Doctor. I request Mr. Kiran Kumar to share a few words of tribute.
Namaskar. Friends, as we all know, each one of us are missing our Natasha, Dr. Natasha Sagar, in the way that words can barely express. It's hard to understand why God takes away someone so full of love, light, and joy. I don't know how many of you are aware, whenever Natasha is in one room and all of us are there, she always cracks jokes, keeps us, making so much of jokes and keeps us always happy. That was our Natasha Sagar. And Natasha, you are surrounded always with such wonderful ideas. I still remember during COVID, I just had a chat with her and we were doing a lot of work together from the Rotary and my friends. So in some of these small areas, we couldn't take the oxygen cylinder. She gave a fantastic idea. She said, Kiran uncle, why don't you do one thing? You mount it on the cylinder can be mounted on the Enfield motorbike and the volunteers can go that to the smaller way. So honestly, friends, this was a brilliant idea. And that idea we modified. Mr. Bhaskara was the commissioner of police those days. We took it in the right spirit and we tried to do it. So overnight we did around 10 to 12 volunteers we gathered, and whoever had the bullet, we gave the permission. Believe me, they must have saved not less than at least 70, 75, people's life during those COVID days. I personally feel Natasha missing today in words is not coming out with me. I pray to give her wonderful family the strength, comfort, courage. May Natasha's beautiful soul rest in peace. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಮಾತು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಭಗವಂತ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯವ್ರನ್ನ ಬೇಗ ದೇವರು ಕಳ್ಕೋತಾರೆ ಅಂತ. ನಮ್ಮ ನಟಾಶಾ ಕೂಡ ಅದೇ ಥರ. ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಭಾಳ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಇತ್ತು ಮಗು ಮೇಲೆ. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರು ಆಗಲಿ, ಸಾಗರ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿಯ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರು ಆಗಿರಲಿ, ಅವ್ರ ಮನೇಲಿ ಏನೇ ಒಂದು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ಲು, ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಎಷ್ಟು ಗೌರವ ಕೊಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ರು. 4 ಜನ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ಇವತ್ತು ನೋಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಟಾಶಾ ಎಲ್ರಿಗಿನ್ನ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿನೇ. ಅವಳು ಎಲ್ಲರ ಹತ್ರನೂ ಬಂದು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ಲು. ಅದರೊಂದು ಹೇಳಲೇಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ, ಅಪರಿಚಿತವಾಗಿ ಬಂದು ಆತ್ಮೀಯರಾಗಿ ಹೋಗುವಾಗ ನೆನಪೊಂದೇ ಮಧುರ ಕಾಣಿಕೆ ಅಂತ. ಆ ಥರ ನಟಾಶಾ ನಮಗೆ ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಫೂರ್ತಿ. ಇದೇ ಥರ ಅವಳ ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ನಡೆಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಭಾವಿಸ್ತಾ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
Thank you, sir. I now request Dr. Vrinda Narayan to share her memories.
Namaskara, and thank you for letting me share my life with Nikki, with all of you. So, Kannadadalli matadak barodilla nanage, so I will be speaking in English. So, Nikki, sweetheart, I know you can hear me. You and I shared a very unique, warm, and special bond, full of stories, and I will never stop telling those stories. I still remember holding you as a newborn, tiny, quiet, and already giving me that look saying, Auntie, brace yourself. You're inserting yourself as my godmother, and I will watch me as I will conquer the world. And sweetie, I did watch you. You have conquered the world, and we're so proud of you. I remember your childhood. Lots of visits to Detroit. In fact, I saw a picture of her with Dad and Mom in the background, in the backyard, Detroit backyard. Thank you for putting that on. You know, she would visit us in Detroit. I'd put her on the floor, and she'd make fun of it as an urban camping. Sleeping bags in the living room, snacks with the whole family. Very down to earth, Nikki, and that's what you are. And I remember our trip to Disney World where you were running around and all I could do was keep track and chase you like everybody said. We were always just behind you, keeping up with you. Now my children, they adored you. You were spoiling them, protecting them, entertaining them, treating them just like your own little siblings. They loved you as Nikki Akka, and Varsha and Dravid miss you, Nikki Akka. Now, I got to talk about our athletic era. And only you, Nikki, and only you would pick up the heptathlon. 7 events, not just one, right? Some of us struggled to do just one. But Nikki had to go with all the running, the throwing, the jumping. She had to do it all. And she wasn't just doing it all, right? You heard she had lots of records that she held. And that's Nikki for you. Pick the most hardest thing and make it seem effortless. I'm sure there are some of you athletes in the audience to know how difficult it would be to not only just participate in the heptathlon, but have records in it. Now I have the famous graduation story where I was trying to get in to go into her graduation, but in University of Arizona, they're not as inclusive as we are in Namauru. So they give you tickets, and they didn't have enough tickets for me to attend. And I was always a little heartbroken, but she said, Nikki Akka always said, she said, Auntie, I really tried, but I couldn't get you the tickets. So we're going to teach University of Arizona to be more inclusive. Then there's the glamorous Nikki. I'm sure some of you have known about it, but there was her on the red carpet in New York and in Paris. And there I was, again trying to tell her, please, can I get a ticket? And I'll sneak in, be quiet. And all she had to say was, Nikki Akka, I'm sorry, I can't. Nikki Akka was around saying, sorry, Auntie, I can't sneak you in. These events have more security than what we have in the airports these days. So Nikki, we're very proud of your entrepreneurial side, awards. The awards just kept coming. Very proud of you. I'm fortunate to have explored a lot of cities together with you. Yes, Toronto, Manhattan, and you turned every outing into a memory that I cherish and will carry forever. You lived with so much heart, ambition, style. You packed more into life, achievements, adventure, and kindness throughout your years than most of us can manage in probably a couple of centuries. So there you were, packing that all into your life. So tonight here in Bengaluru, far away from Disney, Manhattan, and Detroit train tracks, there's a story that I can get to later. I want to say thank you. Thank you for the memories. Thank you for the adventures. Thank you for the mischief. And thank you for loving my children the way you did, and for being someone proudly and lovingly that I can call my Nikki. You will always be mine, part godchild, part family, part force of nature, and entirely unforgettable. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Doctor. I thank one and all once again for being part of this Shraddhanjali Sabha. Om Shanti.
On behalf of doctors, we would like to request Sagar organization to consider our sincere request for making an Institute of Excellence in Cancer in Natasha's memory, where state-of-the-art treatment would be available. Research, cutting-edge research will be available, and make it affordable for many who are deserving. Many thanks.
Thank you.
lunch is being served at the football ground. Kindly all of you join for the lunch. It's at the football ground.
ಪೋಡಿಯಮ್ಮು ಹಂಗೆ ಕೇಬಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಬಿಟ್ಟೋಗ್ಬಿಡು. ಮೈಕ್ ಕೊಡು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಡೌನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಎತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ ಅಂತ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೊತ್ತಿರಲಿ.